What's going on, Spurs fans? I am the masked Spurs Nation 87. Game 5 of the 2015 NBA Western Conference quarterfinals. The San Antonio Spurs beat the LA Clippers 111 to 107. Now, before I get into this game, I got a lot of shout outs here. I got the shout outs to make, which is Bams Mano Ginobili, Michael Molina, Dina Ponce de la Garza, Kareem Bargoon Parker, Freddie Ordonez, Andrew Ortiz, Bernard Vasquez, Laura Gonzalez, Jay Kite, big shout out to you, brother. Benjamin Vidales, who's part of the Spurs Energy team. Hey, big shout out to you, man. Go Spurs, go! And then you got Israel Camacho, who's a big fan of my videos and who's a big fan of Danny Green. So go Spurs, go to you. Fran Steele Culin, Betty Jean Sosa, Timothy Mendoza, Nick Gerhauser, Isidro Chavarria, Arturo Vicente Alderet, who is Spurs big homie. Big shout out to big homie. Go Spurs, go. Jason Woodson. Go Spurs, go to you, brother. Luisa Asibu, like Acebu. It's hard to pronounce the last name, but it's Luisa Asibu. Debbie Williams. Juan Omar Gutierrez. Big shout out to my Spurs fan cave brother Martin M. Dominguez. Ignacio Spurs Cowboys Hernandez. Vladimir Reis Hussein. And another big shout out to Leonard Spurs Man Johnson. Go Spurs, go. Joshua Valdez, Ascendant Mystic Joshua Valdez, Carlos Lopez, Ronnie Washington, Michelle Juarez, Henry Gallegos III, Rudy Ramirez, Raimundo Lopez Jr., Los Spurs True, Debbie Peña. And a big shout out to Rick Vaughn all the way from Portland, Oregon, who's a big diehard Spurs fan. Go Spurs, go to you, brother. Renee Molina, Gwen Torres, Elvia Palacios, Lisa Spurs Girl Hawkins, Eric Anansen, Doris Basco, Scott Palunsky, Tina Marie. Marianne Huerta, AJ Rodriguez, who is known as Arnulfo, Brian Garcia, Pat Ramirez, Ramon De Leon, Lisa Cervantes, and big shout outs to Joe Garcia, who's another Spurs pancake brother, and Spurs fan and Robert Munoz, who's another Spurs pancake bros too. All right, guys, let's get into some stats real quick. Also, I know it's taking a little bit long, but hey, like I said, what I do, my videos, it's all about the fans now. And I'm sorry I didn't make shoutouts to you on my other videos. I deeply apologize. I'll make sure to make sure that y'all get the shoutouts that y'all deserve. Because you know what, if it hadn't been for y'all, the Spurs winning, it's because of the fans. The fans is what gives the Spurs the energy. Everything positive the Spurs need to win as a team. So we've got Tim Duncan with 21 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, and a block shot. The Claw, Kawhi Leonard with 18 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists. Let me see. You've got Tony Parker with 13 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. DL with 10 points, 7 rebounds, a steal. Patty Mills, good day, Mike, with 13 points, 4 rebounds. And then you got Ginobili with 14 points, 3 rebounds, and 6 assists, and a block shot. You know what, Spurs fans, with the way how they played in Game 5 was just, it was horrific in the first half. I mean, they weren't playing really decent Spurs basketball. It was horrendous. It was horrendous. You know, they really did get off to a really sloppy start. I mean, I don't know what was going on, but all I know was that the they were just getting away with the Clippers were just getting away with so much stuff. And then I read on NBA.com or ESPN.com that the Clippers were the victims of brutal calls. Are you kidding, you big dummy? Doc Rivers, seriously? With all the crap that Matt Barnes got away with in Game 4, pulling on, Parker's arm and, just getting away with so much damn fouls, and then Chris Paul flopping like he always does. And you want to talk about how the Spurs were the ones getting all the calls when the Spurs weren't even getting any calls, and y'all were getting away with so much crap? Really? You want to talk about the Spurs getting away with a lot of crap? First of all, you are crap and you're full of it. But they fined his sorry ass. So good. That's what he deserves. That's what he gets. That's what I tell you, man. It's pathetic. How and then you got even Clippers fans saying that the Spurs were getting away with so much bull crap. And first of all, that's BS, because there was so much stuff in that game, in Game 5, that the Clippers were getting away with. I mean, a lot of stuff. I can go on and on about, but you know what? I'm not going to get into it. So, moving on, get into this game. Like I said, the first half was just horrible. I mean, the Spurs weren't really making any shots. They didn't really get anything going until the second half. They played much better Spurs basketball. Much better Spurs basketball. Well, what do you got to say? I mean, the main guy who coming off the bench was Patty Mills. He had nailed 4 out of 4 3-point shots. He was absolutely phenomenal. So you know what? He was one of the main guys coming off the bench, one of the key players coming off the bench in this Game 5. So it looks like he's finally getting into his shooting form. That's good. And overall, even with everything the Clippers got away with, a lot of stuff, this game that should have been called on them, the Spurs still won. So on this Clippers team, all I see is Griffin with 30, DeAndre Jordan 21, Redick with 13, and only CP flopped with 19. So how will the Spurs manage to beat the Clippers? Simple. The Spurs just battled to the end. And yeah, you can say that the Spurs got away with a lot of stuff, but hey, so did the Clippers. And it's the playoffs. It's the playoffs. Anything goes. Anything can happen. So you know what? How does it feel when the Spurs don't get any calls and the Clippers do? How does that make you feel? Just ask yourself that. And you know what? After the way the Spurs they beat the Clippers at the end. What I really love the most is that was the Spurs' way of spitting on the Staples Center's court. Just by beating them. Just like I told you. The Spurs were going to beat them. And that's going to be their way of spitting on their own court. And to add more insult to injury, Matt Barnes has the ball. I'm like, dude, what the hell are you doing with the ball in the first place? So then what happens? Duncan walks right up to Barnes, just to give him like a 5, like a good game 5, whatever. Instead, he ends up hitting the ball and gets Barnes right in the face. First, you know what, Barnes? That should be a lesson to be taught to you, boy. Don't ever disrespect the AT&T Center's court. And I told you, your ass was going to get a taste of your own medicine, and that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what I predicted in my last video. I freaking told y'all. I told y'all. So at the end, with that beautiful, beautiful block by Duncan, blocking the Cabbage Patch Kids looking son of a gun, Blake Griffin, that's where the deal was sealed right there. And not only that, with somebody on the Spurs missed a free. I forgot who it was. I think it was Duncan or somebody missed a free throw. But you know what? Leonard was there to pick up the rebound, and he ended up getting fouled. He ended up making the free throws at the end. That sealed the deal right there. And you could see on Duncan's face how he was smiling. He was like this, yes, yes, and he was smiling. It's very rare when you see a player like that get happy. It's very, very rare. Who rarely shows emotion. And you know what, Duncan? I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of you. Like I said, I know nobody's gonna watch, no NBA player or Spurs player is gonna watch this, but I'm very proud of you, Duncan. We finally see a smile that we've never seen before. But hey, no one's judging you because you should be happy, man. Y'all deserve this win. It was an ugly, nasty win. Very ugly. But you know what? A win is a win, no matter what. All you gotta do is just look back on this game. Think about what is it you did wrong. Fix your mistakes. Minimize your mistakes. Move on to the next one and play better basketball. That's all you gotta do. So you know what, guys? Tonight, Game 6 of the 2015 NBA Western Conference quarterfinals between the San Antonio Spurs and the Los Angeles Clippers will be here in San Antonio, Texas. It's time to put this Clippers team out of their misery. It's time to end them and their season once and for all. And you know what? I hope to see every Spurs fan that's watching this, even on Facebook, that lives here in San Antonio. I hope to see y'all at the friendly spot at 943 South Alamo. That's where the game's going to be. That's where the fan cave and myself and the love of my life, who's Bella Rodriguez, and then we got Leonard Spursman Johnson and his wife Janie Lopez. We hope that we're all going to be there, and we hope to see y'all there. Get loud and proud for our Spurs and help them end tonight. So we'll see y'all guys at the Game 6. Go Spurs, go!